What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and today I have a couple unboxings to do for you guys. So I have one unboxing and I guess one unpackaging, because this is not a box, this is a package. This is coming from White Mountain Knives, and this is coming from Scooch. So this is a phone case. I figured I would do, the unboxing, unpackaging here live, because technically a phone case is part of my EDC. So I figured I'd toss this in there as well, but the main sort of the main act is the knife. The knife I had on me today is the Luff Concepts Avant. Carried this with me at work. I'm gonna try to do the review on this week and get this shit back to Kevin, along with his quiet carries that I need to do as well. But if you guys are wondering why my area looks a little bit different, because I'm filming this in my girlfriend's room, because she told me that I have there's better natural lighting in her room. So taking her advice, excuse me. She's actually sitting right here, so hopefully she doesn't make me laugh during this unboxing, because she makes fun of me a lot. But we will unbox the case here real quick. So this is a wallet case that I pulled the trigger on. I've been wanting to try out a sort of different setup for my phone with some sort of wallet on the back. My girlfriend's brother-in-law actually has one of the really nice Apple leather cases with the MagSafe wallet that goes on the back, and I was considering getting one of those, or that combination, but it's like $100 together. And I'm in the summertime, out mowing grass, doing different things outside. Hopefully this summer I plan on working for a roofing company, and I feel like leather would not, it's just not built for outdoor and stuff like that. It would get dirty, and I feel like I would scratch it up and stuff like that. So I didn't go with that route. And I saw this Scooch case on, it was either an Instagram ad or a YouTube ad, I forget which one. And I saw it and I was like, well, that's kind of what I'm looking for. It has, some sort of pivot on the back, or as Ross likes to say, pivot, from Friends. If you guys don't know that reference, please go educate yourselves and watch Friends. Best show ever. But yeah, so I found this, or I saw it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I think it was only $30. I got 15% off, so it was like $25. And the reviews on the website seemed, pretty good. So this is the case that it comes in. You can get it on scoochcases.com. And this is, they only come in one color, which is one thing that I would, I guess, critique them on, is offering, different colors, because I would have liked to gotten it in probably a green or something like that, but black is the only one that they offered it in. Comes in this packaging, and here is the case. Try to show you guys. Just a nice hard shell case, and then here on the back, as you guys can see, it pops up, or is on this pivot right here, and it pivots up, and then you can, I believe, fit up to 3 cards back here. So I figured it's gonna be perfect this summer. I'm going to the beach with my girlfriend's family. I'm going to on another vacation with my family, so I'll be wearing gym shorts a lot, and sometimes it's a pain to put, to carry a wallet sometimes in gym shorts. And that's even me saying it, because I have a Ridge wallet and I love my wallet, but I just wanted something more minimalistic. So we're going to give this a try. Toss my debit card, credit card, ID in there, and should be good to go. But I think I'll probably do a full review on this, probably a long-term review, maybe after a couple of months of this summer of me working with it, and then of me going on those vacations and stuff like that. And then I can give a better, my better, thoughts and opinions on it after I have put it through its paces, sort of. One cool thing is it does come with a magnet. You can get car mounts for it, so that's something I might do. I saw it on the website, but I didn't feel like spending the extra $15 on it, because I wasn't sure if I was going to want to use it or not. But yeah, it's cool. It feels good in the hand. I'm going to toss it on my phone after this video. One interesting thing is this slot here. You can actually use a card that you keep in the wallet, and it works as a stand, so you can watch stuff vertically or horizontally, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I'll ever use that feature, but it's different. But so yeah, that is the Scooch case. I will leave a link to this case down below from their website, in case one of you guys out there think it's a cool case and are interested in it. Put this back in the container, and then we will jump into the box with the knife in it. So like I said, this is coming from Justin over at White Mountain Knives, and this is the new Civivi Chevalier, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's their new button lock, and this is the first, I forgot some tape, the first button lock from Civivi that I've tried. I believe this is their 5th iteration, if I can count correctly and if I can remember correctly. It all started with their button lock Elementum, which was pretty, it caught a lot of criticism, you know, for me included, because it kind of came out before this whole button lock craze kind of began, because you had the Malibu as like the bread and butter button lock knife, which still holds that position today, but there have been a lot more like different companies and manufacturers coming out with a lot of different models, Civivi included, but I feel like the button lock Elementum was kind of before that time, and I wasn't really interested in that knife because it had no deployment method. It didn't have thumb studs or a flipper. The only way you could deploy it was by, you know, pressing the button and kind of using your wrist to like flick it out. And I thought that was stupid. I feel like that would have sold a lot better and would have attracted a lot more people if it had a, you know, a thumb stud or a flipper or a hole or something like that. So I held off on getting that. And then as of more recently, I feel like within the last 6 months or so, Civivi has released, I believe, 4 button locks since the Elementum button lock. And the first one was the Cogent. You got lots of penis in here, per usual with White Mountain. But the Cogent came out and it was kind of more of a tactical look. I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I held off on that. But it seemed to get pretty good reviews. And then after the Cogent, the Altus came out, which is like a smaller, I believe like just under 3-inch blade. And I was more interested in that, but I held off again because I think I was just, you know, putting money towards something else or whatnot. And then within the last, I think like month and a half, 2 months, the Conspirator came out, which I had that knife in my cart at White Mountain Knives because I specifically wanted the Black Micarta Black Wash one because I think that was the first time Civivi had come out with Black Micarta. And I was about to check out and I basically got cart sniped. It sold out. So I was going to order the green micarta one, but again, I just held off for some reason. I don't know what it was. And then as of like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago or so, the Chevalier, I think is how you pronounce it. It's like a French term, came out, and it's basically the same handle of the Conspirator, but with a sheep's foot style blade, which really appealed to me. It looks really good, and I figured it was finally time for me to try one. It seems like with every button lock that Civivi has released, they have gotten better at it, and they have, you know, continually made the detents a little bit better, made you know, the knives smoother and stuff like that. So I figured it was finally time, and I think with Kevin's 10% off code, I think this one was like 64 bucks. They have hopefully the traffic that's going by is not going to bother you guys. I have the window open right now, but they have 2 wood-handled ones, one with a normal blade and then one with the either a Damasteel or a Damascus blade, and then they had a Black G10 and a green micarta handled one, which I went with the green micarta handled one. So yeah, this is the Chevalier is how I'm going to pronounce it. Dark green micarta handle, black stonewash 14C28N blade, typical Civivi label right there. But we are going to open this bad boy up. Got some silica gel, and then you have the pouch, which I don't understand why they give Civivi, or why with Civivi knives you still get the pouch, but with WE knives you don't. That seems kind of counterintuitive because, you know, you're spending $200+ on a WE knife and you're not getting a pouch, but you're spending $60 on a Civivi knife and you are getting the pouch, so it just seems kind of backwards. But as usual, we have a Civivi sticker. We have some paperwork that nobody ever reads. We have the classic green Elementum sticker that they still produce to this day. I don't know why. They must have had a huge surplus of these and they just stick them in every knife. You get a really nice Civivi cloth, and then you get the knife itself. So I'm excited because I don't have any other button locks in the collection. The most recent button lock that I checked out was the Kaiser Cormorant, which, fun fact, I think I won that from the Black Widow, or from the Apex Pass-Around group, so I believe that's on its way back to me. I'm not sure what I'll end up doing with that knife, but it'll be cool to, you know, go from having no button locks to having 2 in the collection. And you know, that was a good knife, so I am excited to see what I'm gonna end up doing with that. But here is the Chevalier. You guys can see it has dark green micarta, nice black accents. You have black hardware, a black pivot. The clip is a very typical loop over style Civivi deep carry clip. If I really like this knife, which I'm hoping I do, I would maybe consider swapping out something, you know, if I can find like a black polished, or not polished, but a black milled titanium clip. It might just dress a knife up a little bit more. I don't mind Civivi clips, but they're just getting kind of, you know, if you've had one Civivi clip, you've had all Civivi clips at this point. So, but this is a flipper, also with a fuller. You guys are going to be able to see that right there if I catch the light correctly. So, and then you have the button. So we will give this a flip. Comes right out. Any lock rock or blade play? A hair bit of blade play if you really torque down on it, but no lock rock at all. And that blade is just really appealing to me. I saw, I think it was Brandon over at Everyday Minimalist video of this, and he basically said that this is almost like a direct competitor to the Malibu. The only thing that they really would have needed to do was, instead of making this a sheep's foot blade, they would have, you know, chopped it off and made it a reverse Tanto, and then it would practically be not a Malibu clone, but, you know, a direct, basically budget competitor to the Malibu. Ergos right away are really, really good. I have a natural restriction point here with the flipper tab, and it has a groove, and then the handle's just very neutral top and bottom. I can get easily, you know, 4 fingers on there. You have some jipping up top here, and I just get a really good purchase. You can use kind of the slipper tab or flipper, you know, area as a landing sort of choil. I would have loved to see them actually mill out a full choil, but you know, you take what you can get on knives like this. The black wash is darker than I expected it to be, and one reason I went with this over the black Black G10 one was because the Black G10 one had just a normal, you know, plain stonewash blade, and I figured this summer I would want to be carrying it at work and stuff like that, and I was just afraid of it. Maybe I figured the black wash would prohibit rust a little bit better, so that's why I went with this one. But yeah, I've heard people say that they believe Civivi should maybe upgrade their micarta a little bit, and I definitely agree. It's definitely a little cheaper feeling than some other micartas sort of in this price range. It's definitely not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm sure once I carry it and my oils kind of get soaked in, it'll soften it up a little bit. But right now it's just kind of dry, kind of scratchy, but it feels good in the hand. We'll give a drop. It has some button stick. So this is my, you know, first, you know, iteration of the button lock from Civivi. So this seems to have pretty heavy button stick. You guys can see. Hold on, I need to flip it out. You guys can probably hear and see the audible click that it's, you know, creating. But I'm sure once I get this, you know, broken in and stuff like that, maybe I'll even take it apart. I know Kevin has taken apart a lot of Malibus, and he's tried to, you know, fix the button stick, but so I don't know if this is bad button stick or if this is just very moderate, but I'll probably reach out to him and just ask him. But I'm gonna flip this for the rest of the night, so hopefully it breaks in a little bit better. But you guys can see it does drop pretty well. It is on bearings. You can do the middle finger flick like that. Yeah, cool knife. I'm excited to have it in. I've been looking forward to it all weekend. And as you know, per usual, I think I ordered this on Thursday from White Mountain, and it got here on Monday. And that's even with the place I get it delivered to is not open on Saturdays, and I think they try to deliver it on Saturday. So, you know, Justin just has really fast shipping over there, which is awesome. And it's free with basically every order, which is cool. So yeah, I will leave a link to this down below in the description. I don't know if they're still in stock, but if, you know, this version isn't, definitely check the website for the other 3 versions to see. I almost dropped it. If they are in stock. But cool knife. I'm excited for it. Gonna definitely be carrying it a lot over the next couple weeks, and hopefully this button breaks in a little bit better, because I've heard really good things about, you know, how smooth Civivis get, and it's already loosening up a little bit. So maybe after, you know, a night of just fidgeting with it, it'll break in more. So, but that is the new Civivi Chevalier in green micarta and a dark black wash blade. Again, I will leave a description or a link in the description down below for this knife, as well as the Scooch case if you guys are interested in that. But that's going to be about it. I went a little bit over on what I wanted to do, but you know, as is life. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Just love talking to you guys, and leave a comment down below if you guys have any Civivi button locks. You know, what your thoughts are on this one. Love to hear what you guys have to say. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.